All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down and rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, so like in all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson to how alone the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And this is pretty much going to be an update on the famine. All right, and Lord Will's brothers can see on the screen. I have this article here from the Zero Hedge, and it says iron was rough on citrus. First Florida orange crop reports point to disaster. It says the first crop damage estimates are in Florida citrus grove following Hurricane Ian last week. They point to the utter devastation in certain parts of the state, sending orange juice prices Monday to almost 6-year high. Right. So they're saying they lost a lot of their crops, and due to the shortages of it, and inflation on top of all that, um, the prices of oranges and orange juice and things like that are going to go through the roof, just like everything else is. All right. So it's just more bad news. It's just bad news after bad news after bad news. All right. And soon everything is about to collapse, completely, utterly collapse. All right. Spake with Bloomberg, spake with Ray Royce, executive director at Highland County Citrus Grove Association, who said 20 to 80% of the fruit was damaged depending on the location, and that's a lot. Royce said a complete assessment of Florida Citrus Grove is nearly impossible at this point because some roads and bridges are impassable. Yeah, a lot of the places are still underwater or heavy debris, cars on top of cars on top of things, trees everywhere, houses ripped apart. You know, looks bad down there. And another article came out that said the people down there, the people down here in South Florida, Salakia, are hungry, tired. You know, they're just roaming around the beach or just roaming around the city, just I guess looking for it's all hell down there, man. And then I saw something else that said something about looters will be shot. So crime is increased down there. All right, and it's supposed to be sending in the National Guard. All right, and Biden's supposed to be coming down there. I'm guessing tomorrow or Thursday or something like that. Which he ain't gonna go down there. He'll probably be up here in North Florida somewhere. He ain't going down there. All right. Um, I'm just speaking as a man. He may go, but I doubt he'll go down there. Or he'll probably just cancel it altogether. Salakia. Okay, let me jump down. Okay, it says readers may recall days before Hurricane Ian made landfall in southwest Florida, and then the touring through central parts of the state. We asked questions if a orange juice squeeze was ahead. That's because the powerful storm was projected to hit an area of the state that is some of the county's top producing regions of citrus. In a follow-up note, we outlined that an estimated 375,000 acres of citrus trees were in the storm's path. Damn, 375,000. All right, all that may be gone. Good chance all that shit is gone. There would be a horror story of crop loss from here. Alco, Alice Cove, if I pronounced that right, warned the impact of the storm will be on the current season and rolling into 2023. This means orange juice prices will be squeezed as they were today as the crop reportedly reports rolled in. Orange juice prices jumped as much as 5.2% before settling at 3.6 higher at 1.9 uh $1.98. Oh, it's like it 1.99825 per pound, the highest price since December 2016. Even before the storm, we noticed earlier this year that Florida citrus crops was the smallest since World War II, squeezing orange juice prices higher. Right, so prices are going to go up, and there's a shortage of it. Noting that the dwelling supply was up pushed up orange juice prices at the supermarket. Breakfast inflation will get costlier as orange juice prices continue to rise. Maybe the Fed should see if their money printer can print oranges, right? So this is bad, man. This is another blow to the food supply chain. All right. Oh, another thing too. Let me pull this up real quick. Got this as well. It says bird flu spreads to Southern California, infecting chickens and wild birds and other animals. All right. So what are they gonna do with these chickens? Think they got a cure for them? No, they're just gonna kill them off. They're gonna kill them, just like they were doing before. All right. So that's another major blow to the food supply chain. Um, I ain't gonna read this one, but yeah, this is another. It says again, bird flu spreads to Southern California, infecting chickens and wild birds and other animals. So these chickens are gonna be killed. All right, just like they did again with the other birds, the other chickens that caught the bird flu. So you got the storm wipe out a lot of fruits down here in Florida, oranges and all that, and other things. A lot of things grows, a lot of stuff grows down here in Florida, South Florida, South Florida. Those crops, like a lot of stuff grows down here. And so you got that going to put a dent in the food supply chain. Now you got this. The bird flu rears its head again, and these birds are going to be killed. All right. So yeah, man, things just continue to get worse. It's just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse. All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 6. And the end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for to come. The morning is come unto thee. O thou that dwellest in the land, the time has come, the day of trouble is near. Right, the land of where? America. The day of trouble is near. The day of trouble or Jacob's trouble consists of famine, martial law, all right, so on and so forth. All right, pestilence, that's bird flu, and none the sound again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thy abominations. All right, and a lot of people here in America are going to get it, man. The Lord says He's going to judge you according to our ways, because the majority of our people here are wicked, man. The large majority of people in America are wicked. So the Lord is going to bring a horrible judgment on the land. All right, a horrible judgment. All right, jumping down to verse 14. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready. Right, who's blowing the trumpet? The prophets of the Lord, which are the elders and the apostles of great millstone, and brothers that teach the same doctrine. Blowing the trumpet is what? Going out there on the highways and the byways and teaching His word. All right. But none go to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. Verse 15, the sword is without, and pestilence, and the famine within. Right, the sword is without, and the pestilence, that's the bird flu, the big C, tomato pox, monkey pox. All right, and the famine, which is a lack of food, which again, you got a lot of these crops down here in Florida get wiped out due to the storm. All right, and farmers was already having trouble growing their crops. On top of all of that, all right, and you got the bird flu which a lot of those birds are going to be killed. All right, and he that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. All right, so no escape. Rather you're in the field, out in the wilderness. All right, the Lord said the sword, so like it, in the field shall die with the sword. The scripture say the field is the world. All right, so a lot of people are gonna be get jacked up, man. And he that is in the city, right, these big cities and all that, famine and pestilence shall devour them, right? Because they're gonna starve to death. All right, those grocery stores and all those stuff. There's no, because there's like no farmland and nothing like that in the cities. It's all buildings and that's it. People they don't go out. Well, out we are in the cities. All right, you ain't gonna see a big gap and then farmland all there with corn and no, it's a city. All right, nothing but buildings. They go to restaurants, supermarkets. That's how they get their food. And once all that's gone, what's next? Robbing each other. Then after that, cannibalism happens. All right. He that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. Right, famine and pestilence shall devour him. Gonna starve to death. And a major disease, which has already really been released, which was the jump shot, which is taking a lot of people out. All right, but it's going to get worse. Cause that jump shot is taking a lot of people are dying left and right, man. But they're not speaking about it on the mainstream. They're not even talking about. They're not even talking about the big C anymore at all. All right, but people are dropping dead left and right, man, from the jump shot, left and right. There's a picture that this guy don't speak the news. He just uploaded. It's this thing on Facebook or whatever that people are I guess are trying to speak out about the problems or complications or the people dying from taking the results of taking the jump shot. But again, they're not telling that page to be taken down. They're not talking about that at all. All right, so yeah, man, things are going to get worse, and we're going into the winter months. I also just saw somewhere in some country their whole power grid just went down. All right, their whole power grid just went down. So, I mean, the stage is set, man. The stage is set for this to be an ugly winter, man. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I did a video the other day, saying 2023 could be a year of hell, and it definitely the way it's looking, it definitely looks like 2023 will be a year of hell. Me just speaking as a man. All right, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of great millstone. Elder Tahar, no down and rule well. And peace and safety to you, brothers, pushing this truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.